What if everything you knew suddenly collapsed? The ground beneath you shakes, and people around you are in distress, some crying, some in confusion. This is how Surah Al-Hajj begins, painting a vivid picture of the terrifying events of the last day. It is a wake-up call, a reminder of our ultimate return to Allah. Introduction. Surah Al-Hajj, the pilgrimage, is the 22nd chapter of the Qur'an, with 78 verses revealed in both Makkah and Medina. It takes its name from the mention of Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage, in verses 26 to 37. The surah covers themes of resurrection, divine justice, the power of Allah, and the obligations of Hajj. It speaks to both believers and disbelievers, warning of the consequences of rejection and offering hope to those who follow the truth. Main themes and key lessons. The horror of the Day of Judgment, verses 1 to 7. The surah opens with a dramatic description of the earthquake on the last day. Pregnant women will miscarry, people will be in extreme distress, and the world will be in chaos. This is a reminder that our life is temporary, and we must prepare for the hereafter. Allah's ultimate power, verses 5 to 7, 61-62. The surah draws attention to human creation, from a drop of fluid to a fully formed human, and compares it to the resurrection. Just as Allah creates life, He can resurrect us after death. The obligation of Hajj, verses 26 to 37. The command for Hajj is given, referring to Prophet Ibrahim, as the one who first called people to pilgrimage. Hajj is not just a physical journey, but a spiritual transformation. It teaches unity, humility, and obedience to Allah. The struggle between truth and falsehood, verses 8 to 25, 38 to 48. The surah addresses those who argue about Allah without knowledge, warning them of severe punishment. The destruction of past nations is mentioned as a lesson for those who reject the truth. Allah assures the believers that He will defend them and that tyrants will ultimately fail. Sacrifice and submission, verses 36 to 37. The significance of animal sacrifice in Hajj is explained, stating that Allah does not need the flesh or blood of the animals, but rather our sincerity and devotion. This reminds us that every act of worship is about purifying our hearts. Rewards for the righteous, verses 50 to 55, 58 to 59, 72 to 78. Those who remain steadfast will be granted paradise, protection, and honor. The surah ends with a call to believers. Strive in the way of Allah as you should strive, 2278. Relation to modern life. The Day of Judgment is real. It urges us to reflect on our actions and prepare for the hereafter. Hajj symbolizes unity, a lesson for today's divided world. Muslims of all races and backgrounds stand together in submission to Allah. Struggle in the path of Allah. This applies to standing firm in faith, being truthful, and helping those in need. Surah Al-Hajj is a profound reminder of our purpose, responsibilities, and final return to Allah. It calls us to sincerity in worship, unity as an ummah, and unwavering faith in times of hardship. How are we preparing for the Day of Judgment? Are we living with sincerity and submission to Allah? Let us reflect, repent, and strengthen our connection with our Creator. Let's reflect on its teachings. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Quranic insights.